still here, or am I still waiting? And of course, when the game forces you to do this, it's basically forcing you to lose sanity. Or I don't think it's actually there anymore. So there you go. Basically, the game will punish you for trying to be brave, but if you just hide, you are pretty safe. I mean, you know, you wouldn't think that you could hide here. I mean, why didn't the guy just walk in and find you? Because the game is rewarding you for cowering in fear, right? The game... I mean, if you get punished for hiding, then what's the point of hiding anymore? You know what I mean? So the game makes sure that... Whoa.
Please, let me go. I won't tell anyone, I swear. I just want to go home. No! Get away from me! Leave me alone!
Okay, that's pretty terrible. So the game makes sure that if you're hiding, that's good. The enemy will actually kind of leave you alone. If you're trying to be brave, the enemy will kill you. And that... am I in the right place? And that pretty much sums up the reason why this game is successful as a horror game, because, I mean, consider other horror games you might have played. Actually, let's just sit in the corner here and talk. Look, Left 4 Dead is not a horror game. It's a game about zombies, but it's not a horror game. Why? Because you spend the whole game just shooting up zombies. I mean, in Left 4 Dead, you are rewarded for killing zombies and moving forward. You are punished if you just hide. Like, there's no way to... Like, hiding you won't win by hiding in Left 4 Dead. You win by running forward and getting to the exit, right? Getting to the safe room. The only thing in that game that remotely resembles the enemies in this game is the witch. Like, if the witch is sitting there, you are motivated to stay away from it and avoid it, because it's a very powerful enemy that if you aggro it, it will kill you very quickly, right? But even with the witch, I mean, players have realized that if you have a shotgun, if you're one of the better shotguns, you can just walk up to it, and when she's turning towards you to attack you, you shoot her in the head at point blank range, and you'll kill her in one shot. And that's called crowning. So once you've figured out that you can crown the witch like that, what happens is people will just crown the witch every single time, because that becomes the most effective way to deal with her. So if you can't crown her, the most effective way is to avoid her. So you are behaving as though you are scared of the witch, and that is successful. But once you can crown her, you do that instead, and that's the opposite. You are behaving as though you are completely not scared of the witch, because you're just gonna walk up to her face and kill her in one shot. I mean, there's no fear involved in that action. And that's why Left 4 Dead is not scary. It's not scary in the least, even though it's full of zombies, right? Yeah, let's keep playing the game. I don't want to spend the whole time sitting in the corner. But we can also consider other so-called horror games, if you want. Maybe later on. What is this? The rubble from a cave-in is hindering further passage in the storage. Find a way to get through. So we need to find a way to get through this. I don't remember if or how we meant to open this door. Not by throwing a rock at it. Alright, so we're not coming this way just yet. And there are other horror games we can consider. In Call of Cthulhu, if you watch that playthrough, in the early parts of the game it's similar in that you don't have weapons, you're always hunted by the enemies. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do in this part. So you don't have weapons, you're hunted by the enemy, and what you're meant to do in the early parts of the game is to just run.
Darkness closing in.
But once you find weapons in that game, then it really stops being scary, because then you just fight the enemies all the time. You're always shooting the enemies and killing them. And so, I mean, it ends up being completely not scary. It just becomes a typical shooter slash puzzler where you're just killing enemies all the time. Regarding explosive mixture, Alexander, I have prepared the explosives you need for clearing the flood drain. I can't stress enough how important it is that the mixture is handled with care. Please try to tell your feather-brained servants this before you go ahead with your plans. The liquids are not by themselves explosives and should be kept separated to avoid further mishaps. I have arranged 2 large vats in the next room for the ingredients. All you need to do is to mix the liquids and you're ready to go. Right, so you need to mix 2 liquids. Do I still have the glass or the chemistry part? 2 liquids and the pot. So we're gonna make a bomb of some sort. Some explosive device. Yeah, so Call of Cthulhu, despite the great story, despite presenting you with things that should terrify you, the game really does reward you for being brave and punish you for being scared, and so you end up not being scared in that game. Ah, there's a bunch of side doors. I guess I should just go... That door is slightly ajar, so maybe I'll go to that one last. Actually, so is this one, so maybe it doesn't really matter. Let's see, what's here? Tools. A drill part. I picked up a quest object, but I'm not getting attacked. You might have noticed that every time you progress in the game will send an enemy against you. Almost. Not this time though, that's interesting. I guess you gotta keep the player guessing a little bit. Can I assemble this drill? Can I do that? To find all the parts first. Okay, that's not all the parts then. I see. Why is there a light there? Oh, there's a light there. That's interesting. Was that there before? I thought this place was really dark before. Anyway, I think that's the exit, and I think the other drill part is in here. Although it's really dark. Alright, more tinderboxes. And various things. More tinderboxes. More tinderboxes. I mean, it's not difficult. I mean, they're not deliberately making this part difficult for you. They're giving you plenty of resources. But if I remember right, it does get more difficult later on. Did I miss something? Is there actually nothing quest related in this room? Alright, let's move forward then. I'm not entirely sure how this part works. Wait a minute. What's that sound? And he said the barrels were in the, which barrels was he talking about? Okay, let's see what's behind this door here. Interesting. So more tinderbox. There's the drill part. I keep thinking once I pick it up I'll get attacked again. Nope. Maybe. Possible. Alright, so we have the drill part. And now we can assemble the drill. I don't know which barrels I'm supposed to tap into. Do I just draw every single one or what? Alright, what if I... Okay, I can't use that there. Can't use those. Which... oh, these barrels, I see, here we go. Primary. And... no, we'll use the jar. Alright, so there's half of it. Where was the other one? Must be back here. Or not. Okay. Where's secondary? Is it behind? Ah, here we go, secondary. Secondary. Yeah, the valve is rusted shut, that's why you need the drill part. And then that. Alright. So now we have a bomb. And now we have the enemy coming after us, I think? Or not? Oh, that's right. Or is it? No, the enemy's not here yet, never mind. Alright, so now we have an explosive. What other scary games have we played? I don't know how many of you guys have played Alan Wake. That's a fairly good game, it's got a great story. The action is pretty good, except episode 3 was a bit long and boring, but the other parts were really good. But even in that game, it really encourages you to be brave for the most of it. Like you have guns, you have the torch. I mean, you lose the torch and guns every now and then just to keep things interesting. But for a lot of the game, you are actually killing your enemies. So, like, it's not entirely sure if you're supposed to be scared of the shadows, or if you're just gonna fight them. Mostly you just fight them. Maybe I played on easy, because, you know, I'm a wuss. But for the most part, I don't remember if I throw this or if I put it down. I think I meant to put it down. Don't stand too close to the blast when the explosive goes off. I don't remember how I set it off though. I think I have to throw something at it. Derp. I don't remember how I set it off. Not any of those things. This might take a while, guys. I don't know what I'm doing here. Or is there like a fuse inside the door there? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so you throw something at it and it explodes. Awesome. That still doesn't budge. So there's more things back here. So Alan Wake, yeah, I've played all the episodes of the first game, and it really isn't that scary. I mean, it's pretty action-packed and it's pretty fun, and the story really is pretty good. But scary? No, not at all. Not in the way that Amnesia is scary. Like even now, this is the second time I'm playing Amnesia, and I'm kind of stressed out, just a little bit stressed out.
Why are you doing this? Get away from me!
Okay, was that the whole flashback? Oh, I keep walking back during the flashbacks because it darkens your screen a bit, so it makes things a little less convenient. don't want to walk into the darkness just like that. See how I just paused a little bit in the doorway, because I know there's going to be an enemy in here somewhere at some point. Just don't know exactly where yet. If I remember right, the next time you actually have to... You kind of have to confront it, sort of. You don't, you know, try to attack it, but you have to... Is that moldy bread? Ew. You don't, you know, try to attack it, but you do have to run past it somehow. Let's see. Maybe just put that there. It's really not necessary. Again. What's my sanity? A slight headache, that's not too bad. Again, like if you lose enough sanity, you will just fall over while you're being chased by the enemy, and that's really not convenient. Ah, there's no loot here. There's light coming in from the outside. Like, why is it so dark in here if there's a window? Oh crap. Wrong way. Did we just